Just gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shoot. Okay, a little bit of a shadow being cast, you guys. A little bit of news in my life. I am getting ready for the new year. I hope you guys are too. It's gonna be a good one, you know. 2023 coming up big. So I'm gonna jump into this bad boy. Life's been busy, man. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video. I'm kind of sad that I haven't kept up with that, but it's a little life lesson in how life is complicated, and sometimes you gotta just work, have a good time, and revisit goals, and one was to make more YouTube videos. So I'm sorry for all the people out there that are watching right now that are hoping that I'd make more videos. I'm gonna break into why life's been busy. Number one, I just had shoulder surgery. I don't have my brace on right now. I'll maybe make another video where I'm actually wearing it because I just needed a break. My bicep was really tight, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot with this arm, but I can raise it up like this. I just can't get it over my head. So, what's going on in my life, guys? I'm actually reading Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. Love that guy. Just started it, and so I'll update you once I'm done with it. Maybe I'll make a video and talk about top 3 lessons or something like that. You know what? I am gonna make a video. I'm gonna commit to it right now. You're watching me on video, committing to making a video.
A birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on
about digital minimalism and what I'm learning from it. It's a really cool book, but let me tell you why I'm reading Digital Minimalism. That is because I need to get out of my own way, get the heck out of my own way. Most of you guys probably experience the same thing. We often find ourselves fighting with ourselves when we're working towards goals, whether that's to be a better husband, better wife, better business person, better parent, or better earner, right? You know, in terms of just money and finances and overall mental well-being. And I am not immune to that. I'm an all-in kind of guy. I don't know if you know me like that, but I like to go big, and I get very obsessive, and I get obsessive where I get kind of crazy, and all I do is think and dream about whatever it is I'm working on. So with that being said, I get myself in trouble when I say yes to lots of things, which then if I say yes, I'm all in, I'm only so much to to all these little things. So what happens is I get a little too crazy and I get too involved. And right now, one of those things for me is working on my branding. I've been very adamant about trying to post more on Instagram, and then my goal is really to post once a day. I haven't really broken that in like 2 weeks, other than Christmas Day. I don't think I posted. For context, it's December 28th. So, so from that perspective, I want to build my brand without just getting so involved and so sucked into social media that I am just mindlessly scrolling all day. So I'm working on that this year. I want to brand myself, but I also want to gear myself to really get out of my own way. And so here are some of the tips that I'm working on and some of the things that I work on every year before the new year starts to get myself geared up for the year to come. Number one, if you haven't done this, which I've already done it, but if you haven't done it, you need to do a personal compass. What is a personal compass? Well, boys and girls, personal compass is defining who you are as a person. What is your vision? What is your mission statement as a person? What are your core values? What is it that are your someday goals? What is your 5-year goals? And then I'll talk more about filtering in the rest of your personal compass. But really, it's defining who you are as a person and taking the time to write down on paper what are your values and what is important to you, because when you have that psychology of you writing stuff down, you actually own who you are. And I would argue that the world as a whole would be better off in understanding, like as an individual, the world would be better as individuals that would make the world better if you understood who you were. If the world understood who they were as individuals first. Like, it's like baseball. You get good at hitting, the whole team kind of gets better because you do your part. And that's what I mean. Sorry for people that are like, what in the heck is he saying right now? He's a maniac. Yes, I am. But let's get to the rest of what I was saying. Number 2 is focus words. So this is in the context of this year. Every year I try to do a handful of focus words, specifically 3 to 5. Once you start to get more than 5, you're really not focused. So it kind of is ironic to say focus words and then not have any focus. So of that, last thing is clear, smart annual goals. What is SMART? You guys know this. I can't remember what it is right now. I know T is time, R is realistic. Golly, SMART goals. Give me a second. I know R is realistic, SMART goal acronym. Yikes. Achievable, I was right. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. That is why it's important. Ow, that hurt. SMART goals. They can't just be wishes and things like that or wants. They have to be goals. So that's in the context of that personal compass. We work from our someday to our 5-year, maybe even your 3-year, and then your 1 year. I personally think that 1 years should be extra aggressive. They should be your stretch goals. They should be the kind of goals that scare the crap out of you, and then in turn, they make you get active and want to do what you need to do. So for me, what are some of my focus words? My focus words are, ironically, one of them is actually focus. Something I really struggle with is focus, because I get that shiny penny thing. And honestly, in the world of real estate, there is a crap ton of stuff that you can do really successfully and make lots of money. And they all have their own different pieces, and they're super exciting. For example, if you're a real estate investor and you like to find fixer-uppers, you have the art of the deal. And the art of the deal is usually like the people that are really skilled are wholesalers. Then you have, okay, well, how do we turn this and make it quick cash? Maybe that's wholesalers, but then it's also like fix and flips. So you want to get good at renovation. And then you're like, well, how do I build wealth? That's rentals. So now you have 3 different, just in the act of one specific, very short scenario, I have now created like 3 different businesses: wholesalers, fix and flippers, rental investors. How do you not get too divided? The point is, you need to be tailored into very specific goals, and maybe you can pivot as opportunities arise, but you have to use tremendous amount of scrutiny whether it actually aligns with your business. Hence the reason why it's important to have your personal compass first. So number 1 for me is focus. Number 2 is systems. I'm starting to get good at my business, but my business I am working in, not so much on, especially in terms of the agent business and my rental company. We're starting to get successful. And honestly, it's getting to the point where I'm like, look, I need to build some systems out because I'm getting good at this, but really it's dependent on me. And that's not a real business, that's really a job. And I don't want a job. I started business because I wanted to create business and passive income through systems. So that's where it is. So focus, system, and then scale. Okay, so focus, systems, scale. Why scale? Because the way we create growth is through systems and outsourcing. So these are just all the things that are important you have to realize, and how this funnel looks in terms of building businesses for people out there that have gotten really good. And honestly, like myself, the kind of expedited things, you kind of go like, well, what is this all about? Like, how did I get good at this? Because I read a couple things. But scale really is outsourcing, and it has to come with whatever financial situation your business is in. Maybe that means you have to outsource overseas. And honestly, I think even with businesses that are highly profitable, I would really encourage people to go overseas. Not that I want to take work from Americans and from people that live in the United States, because I, obviously live here and want the economy to do well here and people to have more jobs, but also the people, like for specific jobs that you want, there are cultures of people that do them better. Like they just objectively do them better. And I hope that people don't watch this and go, let's cancel that guy. But that is true. And the people that I've hired overseas specifically to do certain jobs, they do it better than I do. And I'm the one that taught them how to do it. Like, I'm just like, bro, the student has become the master. Like, that has happened to me many times, and it probably will happen to you in your business. So in summary, let's talk about it. Getting out of your own way is being intentional. It's realizing that your life has purpose and you do matter and you do matter. That's kind of cliche and might sound a little sappy for people that are like, dang, I'm 10 minutes in this video and this guy's being sappy. Yes, I am sappy, but be exceptionally intentional. Your life is important. Whether you're right now watching this as a student, you're aspiring to be an entrepreneur, or you're 45 years old and you hate your job and you're like, bro, what is life? You're important, And you should live your life like you're important, because you do have value. And when you can be intentional about your goals, you might not get everything you want right away, but your intentionality now and becoming 1% better through setting goals and being clear about what you want and then working towards them, you might not actually get what you want, but you'll become a better person for it. And that's actually the real understanding of what these goals and personal compass is how goals work on, we work on goals and then goals work on us. So again, be intentional about it, and then also understand that you have a tendency to get in your own way. So if you're intentional, it also helps you. But I'm gonna leave you with that, you guys. Let's go rock out 2023. I'm gonna try to make more YouTube videos. If you like this, please do me a favor, like and subscribe, and then just leave me a comment. Even if you don't like and subscribe, leave me a comment and see if there's something that you liked, because for me, I want feedback. I want to see what people actually care about in the space, because I want to bring something unique, and I don't want to sound like the annoying guru or somebody that's always on the internet and just kind of like selling you. I don't want to sell. I just want to create value. And so if this something struck with you, comment on it, and maybe I'll even focus on it in another video. Peace, you guys. See ya.